Hello, welcome to my student support system. In today's class, we will discuss about some special techniques or process for prevention and control of communicable diseases. This lecture is in English, and if you want to study in Hindi, just click on I button and you will get link of Hindi lecture. When we think about prevention and control of diseases, there are a lot of systems by which we try to control and prevent communicable diseases. Some of them, which are very important, are surveillance, isolation, notification, and reporting. In today's lecture, we will discuss about these techniques. Many times in examination, you may get a short note on these techniques. Write short note on surveillance or isolation or notification or reporting, etc. For prevention of communicable diseases. Then you can write the answer for each of the following. First is surveillance. Surveillance means to watch over with great attention, authority, and often with suspicion. In community health, surveillance is defined as the continuous scrutiny of the factors that determine the occurrence and distribution of the disease and other conditions of ill health. Surveillance is the ongoing systematic collection, analysis, and interpretation of outcome-specific data for use in planning, implementation, and evaluation of public health policies and practices. What are the objectives of surveillance? The main objectives are: number one, to provide information about new and changing trends in the health status of a community, like morbidity, mortality, nutritional status, environmental hazards, health practices, and other factors that may affect health. Second is to provide feedback, which may be essential to modify the policy and the system itself and lead to redefinition of objectives and plans. To provide timely warning for the public health disasters so that interventions can be initiated and resources are mobilized. To identify the contacts who may be infected or other individuals at risk for infection, and to determine the incidence and prevalence of disease in a specific areas of the states. Process of surveillance. The process of surveillance includes the following functions: case detection, case registration, case confirmation, reporting, data analysis, interpretation, epidemic preparedness, response and control, and feedback. In this way, we can complete the process of surveillance. Here it is case detection. Okay. So to find out the cases of a particular disease, then we register it, and after registering, we confirm it by the different tests, laboratory tests, etc. Then we report finally that yes, these are the cases. And then we collect data, analyze them, interpret, and then we send these data to the authorities so that they prepare themselves for this disaster, for the disaster management. This is also known as response and control. And then finally we provide feedback about this surveillance. Second technique is isolation. Isolation is the oldest and very effective communicable disease control measure. It is defined as separation for the period of communicability of infected persons or animal from others in such places and under such conditions so as to prevent or limit the direct and indirect transmission of the infectious agent from those infected to those who are susceptible or who may spread the agents to others, like carriers. The main purpose of isolation is to protect the community by preventing transfer of infection from the reservoir to the possible susceptible host and to control the disease by limiting the spread. Types of isolation. The types of isolation vary with the mode of spread and severity of the disease. There are several types of isolations like standard isolation, strict isolation, protective isolation, high security isolation, home isolation, hospital isolation, respiratory isolation only for the diseases which spread through respiratory tract, enteric isolation. Uh, the precautions recommended for each category of isolation are determined almost entirely by the epidemiological features of the disease. Next is notification. Notification is a process of informing about the detection of communicable disease to the authorities which are responsible for controlling and preventing them. Notification is an important source of epidemiological information. It enables early detection of the disease outbreak, which permits immediate action to be taken by the health authority to control their spread. Notification of infectious disease is often made by the attending doctor, but anyone, including laymen, can notify the disease. In all cases, the diagnosis is verified by the local health authorities. What are the notifiable diseases? Not all the diseases are notifiable. The notifiable medical conditions are the diseases that are of public health importance because they pose significant public health risk that can result in disease outbreak or epidemics with a high case fatality rate both nationally and internationally. The diseases to be notified vary from country to country and even within the same country. Usually, diseases which are considered to be serious menace to the public health are included in the list of notifiable disease. Next important process for prevention and control of disease is reporting. Communicable disease control is a public health priority at international level to prevent the spread of contagious diseases. Control of communicable disease require an accurate and efficient reporting system at all levels. If the reporting system is effective and the coverage is an national or representative basis, it can provide useful data on the morbidity from the particular disease, treatment given and disease specific mortality also. Reporting of cases of communicable disease is important in planning and evaluation of the disease prevention and control. Reporting is an integral part of effective surveillance. There should be a proper format at each level to report the cases of disease. It is absolutely necessary that each local health authority, in conformity with regulations of higher authority, should determine what diseases are to be reported routinely. Case reports of a communicable disease provide minimal identification data such as name of the patient, address, diagnosis, age, gender and date of report for each patient. Dear students, these are some important terms which are of very important for exam point of view. So you should learn about them, and you can write a short note on these points. For watching such useful videos, you should subscribe the channel My Student Support System and like Facebook page of My Student Support System. And for making your notes, just visit Blogger mynursingstudents.blogspot.com. You can follow for latest updates on Twitter, Instagram, and join Facebook group Nursing Notes. Thank you. Have a nice